Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo. You can kiss my ring. It's a very brand new ring with the emoji flying out on the other side of my hand. The C3PO ring has been printed. This is on my pinky because I wasn't sure how to resize the original model, and apparently it was made, the original C3PO ring, the model was made for Andre the Giant. Like, dude, I can fit like 2 fingers in there. There was that much space. So I resized it to 75%, not knowing if it would fit. And big if, I do it again, I'll likely go at 80%. But as it stands, I'll be fine just having a C3PO pinky ring. Pinky. Everyone want a pinky swear? Pinky. 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 Dang, dude. Why does this thing always gotta be squeaking? Alright, we got an hour, 37 minutes to get this print done. Started and done. I'm gonna show you what else I did as soon as I set the countdown timer, which I didn't do because, before the stream started, because it had not begun. Now it has begun. What did I say? An hour 37, so that is approximately hour 37. Oh, I'm bad at math. 120, 160? 160-ish? Oh, no, that's not right. 160, right? Okay, I'm going to type in 160. And if I'm wrong, we can correct it. It's not a big deal. I don't think anybody necessarily pays attention to the timer anyway. So I printed the C3PO rings. They're going to be sitting still anyway. Like, we don't really wear rings around here. I've got Darth Vader rings. I don't even wear those. But we've got an area where we keep C3PO stuff, so they'll sit there. And if I ever need to wear the ring, I can get one that is perfectly printed. Proportionally speaking, at least in my hand. Alright, so there we go. We got that maneuvered correctly. The other thing I printed off was a Kyber crystal. A gold Kyber crystal. Hey, why not? They can have black. Well, now they've got gold Kyber crystals. I ended up printing it on its side. No supports, no infill. Pretty lightweight. But since the gold was in there anyway, I was like, alright, let me just give this a shot. Let me see how this goes. Let me see how this works. So that's exactly what we got there. A gold Kyber crystal. So I'm likely going to be, when I print off like the common items for any particular filament color, probably going to be throwing a Kyber crystal in there because, might as well. I mean, it's going to be fake anyway. I will be reprinting these in other colors, including a black, a white, translucent, definitely that green ice that David sent along. I almost said Jesse, but the dog did not send it along. My number one concern right now in this broadcast, and first of all, let me go ahead and welcome everybody. Number one concern is Hollywood N3D. And here's why I'm concerned. Because today, Hollywood got his Prusa Mini. So why are you watching me? You should be building. I mean, I understand if you're printing and you're just like hanging out and it's printing in the background and you're good there. That makes sense. But just tell me that you're not wasting any time on me when you've got printing that you could very well be doing. Or at least building to print. So Hollywood N3D, how's it going? DJ Insanity says his blue ice came with Laffy Taffy. Oh boy. It's funny, the cheapest, simplest things. It's worth, what, 2 cents? But that's the thing everyone goes gaga over. Ooh, I got free candy. Didn't have to pay for this candy. Woo! Don't get me wrong. Like, if I can eat the candy, I'd be happy to. Hollywood N3D is trying to get it dialed in. That's seemingly a never-ending task. That's basically what I'm learning. Very slowly. I ended up printing today an item. Well, I printed successfully the Kyber crystal and the C3PO rings, but there was one thing that I printed that was a total failure, like a catastrophe, and like I don't know what I should have done differently. I don't know how to effectively look at a file and make sure it's going to be fine. I know what I tried to print needed supports. It was a question of where those supports needed to be. So I have posted on the Discord server, and if you've not, you have not already joined, you might want to. So I have, let me copy that message link. Now I have that link on the clipboard. I have found this. Pasted it there in chat on Twitch. It's a B2 Super Battle Droid, and it looks awesome because it articulates in place and everything, kind of like a print in place. Not exactly flexy, but I couldn't figure out what supports I might need in there to specifically make it easy and clean to actually work. So just curious to know, for all you experts, what I should be doing with that. Gamble 101, thank you for redeeming the posture check. I feel very postured. It's a good posture. It's not seeming to be adhering well on the calibration lines. Ooh, Hollywood N3D. That's a good question. I don't know enough. Fix'em Dude might know. I can tell you that. Potentially DJ Insanity. The new feature called Hyperspace that's in the Chris Perillo Discord server is actually a new option that Discord rolled out today called stage channels. So you got text channels, you got voice channels, announcement channels, but stage channels allow people like me to basically broadcast audio, and people can like tune in like a live podcast or a podcast audience. So I didn't really have anything to talk about. I didn't have a guest. I didn't have anybody to go back and forth with. But that's effectively what the stage feature on Discord could very well do. Gamble 101 asks, how's that OnePlus treating you so far? Gamble 101, I pretty much gave up on it. I, as mentioned yesterday, had ordered that it should be arriving soon, the OnePlus 9 straight up. The issue I have with the 9 Pro, and this is not it's not easily broadcast because I'm broadcasting 30 frames per second, but even if I was broadcasting at 60 frames per second, I don't know if you'd be able to see the anomaly. Now I could probably like shoot it over my shoulder and say, oh, look what happens with these frames dropping and skips, and animation skips. Twitter and the Google app, at least those two, are buggy. And I don't mean the apps are buggy, I mean the way that the device is rendering the scrolls in each one of those applications. That seems to be off. My concern is OnePlus doesn't know what the problem is. They don't see the problem, or they're not going to fix it, at which point this device is absolutely a non-starter for me. I don't care about anything else. That's it. Give me a better performance. And that's one of the reasons why I've been largely, I'm not going to go as far as to say satisfied, but for the most part, the Samsung S21 Ultra has been ample. And, I mean, I got a case on it and everything right now. Hopefully don't drop it. The camera has been impressive, certainly, moving from a Pixel camera to a different one altogether. You know, it's a little jarring. But the thing that Samsung has going against it is that it's just not good software. And I don't mean in terms of performance. I think performance-wise, it's fine. They've added so much crap. It's literal crap. Crap! And so, I don't understand why there hasn't been a contender for Android. Like, on one side, you got iOS, right? That's Apple's camp, iOS, one set of problems. On the other side, you got a completely different set of problems. And then on top of that, all these OEMs going, oh, we'll just add this thing, that thing, the other thing. And then it just turns out to be like crap. That's kind of what Samsung's known for, is throwing on bloat and ads on a device that costs you $1,000. They're serving you ads. I understand one ad here and there, fine, whatever. No. I mean, it's replete with ads. The saving grace for the S21 Ultra is that it is fast enough, and the judder that you might experience still happens. It's still there, Samsung. It's about the best across the board, minus software optimizations that you might be able to get. Don't get me wrong. If my feet were to the fire and I had to choose, say, between a moderately okay Pixel 5 or the Galaxy Ultra S21 Premium Pro Coon Plus Package Edition 5G 17S Pro Plus, I don't know, these damn names they come up with, about as asinine as their software. So between those two, it would be a tough call. It'd be a very tough call, because on one hand you have a cleaner software experience-ish on the Pixel 5. Nav is a sloppy mess on Android right now, at least the stock Android. And on the other hand, with the S21 Ultra, it's just flanked by bloat and crap. You can kind of minimize it, you kind of can, but then it slaps you in the face in a way that's like almost unavoidable. Certain hooks in the system that you just can't eliminate, like this random clipboard thing that pops up. And I'm like, dude, I already have a clipboard. I don't need another clipboard. I'm good, thanks. Get this. Where do I turn this off? You can't. See, when OEMs think they know better, and they're not exactly software companies, that's where you run into problems. So, I'm using one. I'm not thrilled about it. I'm okay about it. I feel like this is a very Muppet movie phone to me. And honestly, I will say it's been the Muppet movie for me in smartphones for a number of years, right? I hope that something better comes along. That's where it is. So it works, but it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But it works, so I can't, find fault with that. It's a question of whether or not I'm going to be able to jive with it. I can tell you this: I've already had to stop using a third-party launcher on the S21 Ultra. It's too buggy. The software is just too buggy. Third-party launchers and these OEMs have not had a history of getting along. But, honestly, I had little to no issue on other platforms. But Samsung has just crapped up its platform beyond belief, honestly, that it's an impediment to a general customized user experience that you might be able to get. So I'm getting along. I'm getting along. But I'm not bowled over. I'm not impressed. I'm not making recommendations. It's going to be a long year. We've got, another mid-range Pixel that's, due to come out later this year because Google's given up on the high flagship end of things. iOS may get rebooted finally, and then that becomes interesting. I don't know. It's just the lackluster experiences. Lackluster software experiences. Yeah. So it works. That's what that is. New Future Tech 3D said Nova best thing ever. It isn't. Honestly, Nova isn't the best, and it also is buggy with this particular device. So, hate to tell you, that's a no-go. And I did some research, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's not just me. Great, other people have problems with the lack of software optimization. So it doesn't matter which one you use. There's a problem. I don't want to get into it because it's mired in esoteric niggles that are in relation specifically to the way that Samsung decides to crap up its devices. Gamble 101 notes, $1,000 for these phones for it to just work. Yeah, but it does. I'm not sitting here going, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. Which is why I'm not a smartphone reviewer. I don't know if I can. That's the problem, is I don't know if I can fare that much better right now, contemporaneously. I just don't see there being many options for me, if any. It's like, Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, right? Where he's got I think it was a sequel, right? He's got a spear in one leg and a spear in the other, and he's like, ah, ah, ah. That's me. That's me. Just learning how to basically use my phone all over again. But the cameras, once you kind of figure your way out around them, they work pretty well on the Samsung device. It's all the other crap that they layer on top of it. I wish they would start from scratch, and I wish they would decouple all their hooks. Because then, man, I would have very few, if any, complaints about this product. It's all software, and that's what keeps me from recommending. Daily Pwn asks, Chris, have phones ever been good in your eyes? I mean, you go back in time, one device OS, would you? Yeah, and I've said this a million times. The first iPhone was great. Hell, the first 5 iPhones were great, all the way up through the 5S. That was pretty much the beginning and the end. And I don't mean the form factor. I don't mean the size specifically. You can get an iPhone mini that's that. It's the software is where things started taking a turn for the worse. The Pixel 3 XL was pretty good for the time. But even now, the Pixel 5 is dated. Like, very dated. And it's like barely, 6 months old? Yeah. Gamble101 says, I get it, man. I've always been all for iOS, but Jesus, it's so bad that I want to carry an Android as my daily driver, which is why I keep asking your experience with the phones. The closest iPhone-like experience you might be able to get is the Pixel. Honestly. I think it's the closest corollary out there. It's just that it's kind of a backward move for me at this stage. So I've got to make sacrifices. I have to settle. I'm either going to settle on a OnePlus device. And yes, despite what marketing tells you, you're going to settle. Or I have to suffer through a Samsung software experience, which is beyond lackluster and crappy. It's crappy. There's no other way of stating it. It is garbage. Absolute garbage. The fact that Android still performs decently is more a testament to the underlying hardware than it is the software. So, I'm in play. I said this the other day. I'm very much in play. Oh, crap. I forgot to change the title for this thing. I forgot. What did I say? Oh, yeah, this is it. Yes. And by the way, I think it was Fix'em Dude was saying that you didn't realize that there's a print in place 3PO. There is! Printing a droid. There we go. CNEF asks, A ZB1 question. Will the camera work with most full-size tripods? Yeah, I mean, this is on a tripod. Straight up tripod. It's all good. Gamble 101 says, I'm scared for it to just die, though. Well, keep in mind, I used it for 2 years, and I would not hold on to a Google device that long. They're not known for their hardware. You like Old Man Yells at Phone Tinker Toy? Yeah, but I used that at the end of yesterday. I totally spaced on that. That was the last thing I forgot to check. Aveline French, good to see you. So, you know, it's everybody needs something different. Everybody's looking for something different. Everybody wants something different. Everybody enjoys something different. And that's why it's difficult to make blanket recommendations. I'm just warning you. Like, these are... I feel like it's kind of pathetic. I feel like I'm having to make these dramatic sacrifices and bend over backwards to attune a better software experience, given that the best product for my needs right now hasn't figured out what the hell's going on in software. It's just... And here's the thing. I've been told it used to be worse. I'm like, oh, wow. Wow. If this was worse, oh my god. And that's the thing, is I don't know what it's going to take for me to say that's it. I can't deal with this anymore. I can't. It's too much. I don't know. There are benefits and drawbacks to any decision you make, and this is why I am rooting for OnePlus, the closest competitor that Samsung has. It seems to be directionless right now, to get its head straight, or Apple to ultimately reboot iOS, which they're probably not going to do anytime soon, if they ever do, or, you know, a new contender in the Android space. And I don't know, maybe Google will address some of my issues with the Pixel to the point where I'm like, all right, I know what I'm going to suffer through with that. I'll do it again. Aveline French says, you just caught up. You watched? That's hilarious. You watched yesterday's stream. Yes, that was, it was overload for a brief while. How you doing, Heath? I've got a C-3PO ring, Heath, to match. I now printed this to match the Darth Vader ring that you sent me. But the scale at which this was done was a little too small for my ring finger, so. JKN says, my iPhone 6S died, so I got an iPhone SE. All I need is an iPhone to message, call, and check emails. Basically, cheapest modern phone that works for me. Man, if that works, that works. I'm just, there's a lack of spit and polish. That's what I'm comfortable in saying. Is that R2D2? Yes, it is. Sure, why not?
2 months. Is that R2D2 you're printing?
R2D2. Thank you, Man Cave Hobbies, for subscribing 2 months in a row. Where's my Twitch? Here we go. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate you joining me here. Pretty close to every night. Only complaints about the S21 I have is removal of 3D camera. I didn't even know that was a thing. Removal of heartbeat sensor. I didn't know that was a thing. Removal of MST emitter for old CC machines. I didn't know that was a thing either. So I guess I don't miss any of them. Didn't have them. Like, the Pixel has a nice little trick where you can, like, put your finger up in front of a camera and then it'll tell your pulse. Maybe Samsung will roll something like that out. I doubt it. You know, it's like, I would not be shocked if they did not. Agree. If I didn't need to do anything more, I'd get an Android. Not sure which one, though. Oh, there's so many choices. Pixel had a chance. I mean, maybe it still does. I'm not writing it off entirely, but SD card I don't care about. Like, that was the thing. I'm like, who cares? I mean, I know you care. I just don't. I have no need for SD cards. Let me put it this way. I am amply served for my use case. Everyone's going to be different, right? With 128 gig. So I'm good with that much storage. I'm not anywhere close to hitting that ceiling at this point in time. So The Note 20 Ultra, all 4 of those things. Oh, interesting. Well, I guess, you know, if there's not a lot of options by the end of the year, you know, I doubt the Note 20 is going to be that much better of an experience, or offer that much more in terms of hardware to make an upgrade viable. But like, if I can, I mean, it's easier to D1+ify a OnePlus device than it is to de-Samsung. You cannot de-Samsung it. You absolutely cannot. It's a catastrophe of software. A cacophony. That's probably a more apt term. A cacophony. Man Cave just watched The New Hope for 1,000 times, 10,000 times. Congratulations. MST Lost moved me over to Google Pay. Well, yeah, I was never going to use... I'm not going to get into any of the Samsung services. Like, I'm good. Like, I got plenty. Nothing they're offering me that's any better. So, Note 20 last year phone. Yeah, I know that. I do know that. Am I printing a C-3PO, asks Aveline French. I am. It is not just a C-3PO. Sorry. Let me try to maneuver this just right. It's what they call a print-in-place C-3PO. So you can see it's printing the joints. So I'll be able to pick it up, the gold, and then kind of flip it and flap it around. There were 2 of these that I saw online, and one of them had like 3D on top of it. I'm like, I almost printed that one, and then I looked at it again. I'm like, that's kind of crappy. So I was like, I just went with the basic one. Oh, hang on just a second. Okay. Whoop. Sorry about that. It's back. It's back! Big fan asked if I've decided on a new smartphone. Well, I just rambled about it for about a half hour. So I feel that I'm pretty much settling, unfortunately, on an S21 Ultra from Samsung. I have to pay a lot to get served ads and other bloatware and crap that I'm never going to use and absolutely did not want, and that's kind of watered down what could otherwise be a decent experience on a Samsung device. Samsung gets in its own way, and I know there's some people who would argue, oh no, that's what makes... No, you don't understand. It's not what I want. You can kick out the bloatware, you think? No, you can't. You cannot. I'm here telling you definitively, you absolutely cannot. How about the Pixel? Yeah, how about it? You know, the funny thing about the Pixel is Google doesn't know what it wants to do with it yet. And remember, my Pixel just died out of the blue the other day. I'm like, I don't know. I think quality control's been an issue with Google. Specifically their hardware. I don't know. The Pixel 5 was a backward slide from the 4XL. Maybe the 6 will pull me back in. I don't know. I'm not making any promises, that's for sure. No! Do not root it. No. That's a really bad idea, Robert. That's a horrible idea. You might want to do that, but it's a really genuinely bad idea. Very, very, very bad. Like, not a great idea. Like, that is probably in your I don't know you that well at all, but like in your history of ideas, that's probably like right up there, like top 3 really bad ideas. I'm not interested in that. You know, I'm more average that way in the sense that I want the product to work and I want it to work well. So, my problem is that I know what works well and what doesn't. My problem is I know a good software experience, so therefore I see all the bad ones. Yeah.
I'm a zombie.
Okay.
Can I show them off?
Sure. Thank you, Fix'em Dude. Appreciate the bits.
Because I'm black.
Dang it, I dropped the bits.
Oh.
Where'd it go? Oh, it's over there. Easy. Careful. Careful.
What?
Yeah, careful.
Okay.
This chair isn't exactly new. No, I'm just saying, like, I have to be careful on it. Found the bits. Thank you, Builder's Mark, for the bits. Can you hold up one of the bits?
Yeah.
For Builder's Mark? There you go. Bit. Careful. The AT-AT is off the table. It is?
Where is it?
I don't know. Is it off the table? I don't know if you said off the table. Well, I definitely want to print that.
Maybe it's a joke.
Maybe I need to do. Maybe I might need to do that overnight.
Maybe it's a joke.
I don't think it's a joke. I'm fairly confident it's not a joke. Honey, this is my focus. Here, take your scarf here. Okay, those stay in here. Okay, I'm just saying. Cause I don't.
I
Want you
gotta
taking
have
them
more
apart
cowbell.
Cause
Dad,
yeah,
I think you did it.
yeah, I didn't. That's because someone else must have moved that around. I don't think I did.
No, I think you.
Is it rotated?
Yeah.
Do you have it? There you go. Okay,
I'll just.
rotated properly. I think that was a cowbell. And now, guess who took the cowbell? Guess who has the cowbell? Take a guess. Take a guess where the cowbell is. Here's a hint. It's not here. Miss Magic Hands automatically disappears everything. Yeah, Diana. Yeah, Diana's been playing with the cowbell. That's why she's not here. How's the new feature I tested today in Discord? I don't know. Like, it worked. And I think if there was a use case for it, it would be planning certain conversations to have with various people in Discord. That would be pretty cool. All right, Liz, what color do you want? Woo! Green. Green works. It is Wins Diana Day. She should be coming here soon as she's done playing with the cowbell. Got to rearrange my bits in front of me. Oh, whoa! Speaking of bits,
Tinker Toy 701 Cheerdex 1000.
thank you. Very appreciated, Tinker Toy. Amazingly appreciated. So, like, it's really funny. It's really odd. 2 days ago, we had probably, I would argue, the best day this year on Twitch, if not ever. Like, in terms of support and subs and cheers and no tips, though. I don't think we got any tips. But it was 2 days ago. It was amazing. And then, like, it was the highest. And then yesterday was like, y'all were like almost just the opposite. Like, it was like, it was the lowest. So we went from the highest to the lowest. So very nice to have that coming along. Guess we're gonna get the hype helmet on. Gonna Vader this stuff up. Here we go. Ooh. I guess oops. Oh man, I was not prepared for this. Okay, let's get this up. Let me do this. I gotta get the
Pure Raw
I'm getting the
Heifer
hype
just
train
subscribed.
sound effects loaded here. Just have to wait for it because in my messing around with stuff, which I'm prone to do every day, I totally forgot to launch the voice mod application. Give me a second, and there we go. That's exactly what I needed.
Okay, now, I think, yes. Pretty sure that works. Let me make sure I can hear everything okay. Is it going? No? I can't hear anything.
Fix some dude just gifted 1 subs.
Yeah? Okay. Is it working? Oh, it is. Okay, sorry. Problem. Okay, hype train. Now that I'm done with all the technical support I have to give myself, thank you, DNS895 for cheering 100 bits, Liz for the additional 25 bits, Man Cave Hobbies, Jedi, honey, right, okay, we got another 10 bits here from Man Cave Hobbies, No More 3, cheering 200 bits, right here, thank you very much, Fixin' Dude giving out a 1 community sub at 1 tier. Wonderful, thank you so much for that. That helps. That helps push us along this little hype train. Man Cave Hobbies also had an additional 10 bits. So JKN wants me to sing my favorite song. That's the Vader time. What would my favorite song be? What is my favorite song? I don't think I have a favorite song. You're gonna have to get more specific. Like, you gotta get, like, way specific. Thank you, Fixin' Dude. Avaline French for the 100 bits. Both you, Pezliz with the additional 10 bits. That kicked off the hype train. The hype train got kicked off. Thanks to Fixin' Dude, TinkerToy701, and Pezliz. Really appreciated that. Very much so. Thank you, Man Cave Hobbies, Avaline French. We've got, let's see here, where are we at in the hype train? 2 minutes and 48 seconds on a level 2 hype train. Level 2. Whoa, never mind. Level 3. We're at now
Krusty3D
level
just gifted
3
2 subs.
on the hype train. Shoot, chugga, 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 chugga. TinkerToy701 with an additional 100 bits. Krusty giving out 2 Tier 1 community subs. And then Liz capping it off with 11 bits just there. Let's see here. What did we... So it looks like Phantom Hive and Slugginator are now subs thanks to Krusty3D, who I believe Krusty was helping Hollywood today, which is awesome to see. Love to see that kind of help, even at a distance. So we've got... oh, wait. I gotta say that. No, I already said that the other day, big fan. I don't want to start repeating myself. That'll be just crazy. Thank you, Builders Mark, for the additional 50 bits, and Man Cave Hobbies for the 10 bits. I know they look like the same bits, but they're actually different bits. So, get singing. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. Oh, Krusty's got to jump off the train. Get back to work. Oh man. Thank you, Fixin' Dude, for the additional 50 bits right there. And Avaline French for your additional 10 cheers. Good cheers. Very nice to see. Very nice to have. And Liz coming in with these 12. Good cheers. Good cheers. Man Cave Hobbies coming through with a 10. Very nice to see. The more people who participate, the faster the hype train goes. Like I said, we're a level 3 hype train, 64% way to go, with about 3 minutes left. So look at this is pretty early. I gotta admit, like for a hype train, like the first hour, that's pretty early. So I'm glad to see y'all are jazzed. Thank you, Krusty3D, for the 200 bits before popping out and doing work again. TinkerToy701 for the 100. Nagel123 with these 25 right here. Avaline French with these 55 bits. And Fixin' Dude with these 64. I've got to pick up the different bits as they materialize. Liz with a 13. And Man Cave Hobbies with an additional 10. That's a lot of bits. That's a lot of cheers. Cheers for Fears. That was the name of the band back in the 80s, right? Wasn't it? Cheers for Fears. Everybody wants to rule the world. What? He knows the song. We have 2 minutes left to go with about 78%. I'm sorry, I can't see. Let me get a little closer to the screen. 73% to go on a level 3 hype train. If we get just a little bit more, we're almost over the finish line. We'll get to level 4. We're currently on 3. So it takes your participation to get that far. Otherwise, let's see here. If, gotta make it realistic here. We're 74%, a minute and a half left to go. If we don't make it to level 4, if we don't, I'll take off my shirt. How does that sound? Is that a good deal for everybody? You happy with that? Trying to find a balance? Because I got nothing else. Or I could say I won't talk about smartphone. If we make it to level 5, I won't mention anything about smartphones for the rest of the broadcast. Oh. There's the promise. If we make it through level 5, we complete a level 5 hype train, I won't mention anything about smartphones for the rest of the show. We got Vicky, 2 seconds left. Made it to 100. Thank you very much. No more 3 cheering 100 bits. Nagel 0123 with an additional 100 bits. Pura Heifer, who just subscribed to this channel. Thank you very much for your support. Coming with an additional 100 bits. Liz with these 15. Tinker Toy 701 with these 200. I almost grabbed the C3PO ring. Pixum Dude, I think, with 64. Adeline French with 15. And the Man Cave Hobbies and Pez Liz there. Very appreciated for you keeping the hype train rolling along. Very, very fast, very effective, very efficient. We used to call him Jimmy the Geek. He was a dumb-looking, scrawny little four-eyed freak. He never used to hang around with the guys who just sit in the corner, attracting the flies. He wasn't much to look at. He never was very bright, but at least there was one thing that he could do all right. That boy could dance. That boy could dance. That's from Weird Al Yankovic in 3D. Okay. Here we are. We're just at level 4. Okay. So we just tilted into level 4. I'm not sure if we got enough momentum to keep it going, but with your help we can.
Fixum Dude just gifted
If
1
we
subs.
complete a level 5 today, I won't talk about smartphones for the rest of the broadcast. Like, even if someone asks, I'm like, I can't. That's if we get through a level 5 today, but currently we're at level 4. So, 24%. Wow, because Fixum Dude helped us along by giving a tier 1 community sub. So thank you very much. See, that means a lot. Like, the hype train has got different metrics behind it. Like, certain actions will propel it further. That's one of those actions. It's a very community-friendly, community-facing action. So it seems that, let's see here. Shadow? Whoa. Just subscribe. So that's very, very nice. Gummy bears. Oh, I sang the gummy bears already. I sang them. Didn't I? Thank you, Man Cave Hobbies and Liz. It's all about the Pentiums. Know what you want to do. Want to be hackers, co-crackers, slackers, listen to them with the chat room yackers, 95 chilling out, get a packer. Logging in now, want to run with my crew, huh? Rule cyberspace and crunch numbers like I do. They call me the king of the spreadsheets. Got them all printed out on my bed sheet. My new computer's got the clocks it rocks, but it was obsolete before I opened the box. Yeah, okay, I know that. It's still not my favorite song. I don't know what my favorite song is. Honestly. No more 3 coming in and sharing 300 bits. That's a bit of bits. Wait, hang on. Grab this. There we go. There we go. 300 bits represented. And everybody else too, if I missed it. Hollywood N3D coming in with his 300 bits represented in my hand. And if I squeeze it hard, I'll start bleeding. Man Cave Hobbies with an additional 10 bits on top of 10 bits on top of 10. 10 is Man Cave Hobbies' favorite number. We're about a minute 30 left to go with about 53% on this hype train. So, it's, honestly, if we get through level 4, I'll be happy. I mean, hey, I'm happy now. I'm just saying, I don't know what the motivating factor is, because I said that if we got to level 4, I'd keep my shirt on? Or if we didn't get through level 4, I would take off my shirt. I can't, it was something to do with my shirt. And taking it off or keeping it on. All I know is that the level 5, if we complete the level 5 today, then I won't mention smartphones again for the remainder of the broadcast, which I'm sure everybody is sick and tired of. Trust me, I'm probably sick of it too. Oh, hang on, we've got something. Neophinis just subscribed with Amazon Prime. Fixum Dude with 32 bits.
Neophinis just
Adeline French
subscribed.
with 10, Liz with 10, Man Cave Hobbies with 10s. 10s all around. 10s on the hour. Thank you very, very much for that. And we got about 30 seconds left to go. Looks like the shirt's going to be coming off. 78%, 79%. Not bad. Not bad. That's okay. We better luck in the next in the next hype train that we get, because it'll be inevitable. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hype train success. You succeeded. Congratulations, you succeeded in getting me to take off my shirt. Yes, that's what you wanted, so okay, happy to give it to you.
All of a sudden, I got like really itchy on my head. Oh, I think it's just the wearing the helmet thing. Because like when I wear the helmet, I get like, you know, I'm getting my vitamin D. These lights in here, they make it such that I'm getting my vitamin D. No, I don't think I'm getting my vitamin D. I said I need to breathe, right? I need to let off some steam. I need to do that. So that's what I'm doing. Said I'd do it. I promised you. I promised you. And I want to be good on my word. I said I would do this, and I did it. Here I am. Well, if you don't like it, the next hype train, you're gonna decide. I think that's the new thing. If we don't get to at least through a level 4 hype train when it starts, then the shirt comes off. That's the hype shirt. We have another Vader time. Okay. It's gonna look a little weird, but sure, why not? I need to put my shirt back on now. Oh wait, and there's another one? Nope, that was it. Well, that was Vader. And I'm me, and I've now removed the helmet. That's the Vader over there. Not I'm here, Vader's over there. Okay, that freeze frame only counts as 1. Okay? It only counts as 1. Oh, okay. Thank you for tipping $5. That was very nice. That was very kind of you. That's very kind of you. Thank you, anonymous tipper, for tipping $5. Very appreciated. It goes into paying off this this debt that I seem to be accruing in trying to get the smartphones. Smartphone, I should say. Just one good smartphone. The message didn't go through? Uh-oh. What was the message? Oh, there's a stretch before the... Oh, put your shirt back on? I can't. Like, y'all made the bed, man. Like, I told you, man, if we didn't get through a level 4 hype train, shirt's coming off. I didn't say what it would take to get it back on, did I? I did not. No, I did not. I did not. I did not promise I would put the shirt back on. I have no shame. I have no shame. One thing I do have, I've got a little bit of hunger. Diana was making beans and stuff. Thank you, Tinker Toy 701 for tipping 1024. That's the perfect number. That's a good number. Am I cold? I'm definitely not cold. Do we keep our temp down in the house? Somewhat, yes. You want to see Jedi's reaction if she walks in the room? She's been out. But with Diana, I don't know what they're doing. Shirtless in Seattle. Yeah, it's the next big movie. Shirtless in Seattle. What are you gonna do? You went to feed your son, came back to a shirtless Chris. Dude, you missed the hype train. The hype train was like the thing that we didn't make it all the way through on. We made it far enough. Yeah, this has come together pretty well. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty happy with this. I wasn't sure how it was going to be. You should have tip 27 in honor of Weird Al. Yes. Yes, you know. 27 is a good number. HBO aired tonight had Godzilla vs. King Kong. It was spectacular. Interesting. Godzilla NIFT cards even got released today to go with the movie. Oh, so something worthless to go with something that is entertainment? I'm sorry. I am not swallowing the NFT hype at all. I will watch the movie, though. That may be something that I watch tonight after the broadcast. I may do it. $100 per pack. That is just preposterous. Go out and buy, like, real trading cards. Enough of this, like, ethereal nonsense. Wait, did I get another freeze frame in there? I think I got another freeze frame. Sorry. Oh, and then Gamble 101 comes in and unlocks me.
Gamble 101
That's awesome.
Cheerdex 1000.
Yeah, definitely no spoilers. Garbage Pail Kids for life, Tinker Toy. You know it. I will be a Garbage Pail Kid for life. A collector for life. I'm never going to stop. It's kind of like with Star Wars. That's, I am, what do you do in your spare time? I 3D print Star Wars things. That, you know, and here's the thing. I really do want feedback on, and thank you, by the way, Gamble. Really appreciate that. It's a substantial cheer. It was so substantial, I've got, like, jumping crystals, jumping bits jumping out of my hand. Thank you very much for that. Very appreciated. And Fix'em Dude for cheering an additional 100 bits. Very kind of you, sir. Very appreciated as well. Did I see the new cover for the High Republic comic book? I have not. Garbage Pail Kids are tops NFT too. Yeah, I know. I'm like, why? Like, if I want to collect JPEGs, I'll take screenshots. No, but then you've got there's proof that... I don't care. Like, when I have something physical, that's all the proof I need. Something there. Something that I can hold on to. I don't know. The NIFT thing, Well, I'm just going to go as far as to say that not everyone is a scammer, but NIFT does rhyme with grift. Coincidence? I think not. Have you the link to that print? I'm gonna print it in rainbow. I think it... Hang on, Heath. I'll post it on Discord here. If I can find it. C3PO. Flexible thing. Here we go. Got it. I'll post it on Discord. I still want to know how to print that B1 battle droid. Okay. There, I posted it in printing fun. There's what I'm printing there tonight. I'm still looking for not the printer help, but the slicing help. How do I do this? How can I do that? I'll reply to myself. How can I do this? I want to do this one because the guy did it. The guy who made it did it. But supports have to go on it somewhere, somehow. I just don't know where. But I definitely want to have a minimum amount of supports. Because that thing is just too awesome, and I would want, because I tried to get it to work. I tried to get it to print off without too many supports, and unfortunately, just I could only make it so far. Which is really sad, because that's the thing I really, 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 really wanted. That would have been so cool. So I'm still going to go that route. Just don't know when. Oh, the AT-AT's walking up that's... Thank you, Avaline. I couldn't figure out what you were saying. Now I know what you're talking about. You're talking specifically about... Oops. The AT-AT, yes. Where are you? You are there. Let's move you up over here. There you go. That's a total mind trip, isn't it? There's a three-dimensional mind trip. That should work. Okay. Oops. As I, like, knock things over. Okay, now... what we're going to do is this. You ready for this? Shan 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 bum 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 shan 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 bum 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 shan bum shan dum bum bum bum. There we go. Guessing games. Now we're gonna play Scribblio. Here we go. Waiting for all you players. Come on in. paste the link. There it is. Right there. And another Shraffle. Just to keep y'all busy. Come on. I love this game. Yeah, Heath. Yes. He's on Discord talking about his printer. He had a couple of issues with it, but it seems that he's working through them. He's working through the issues, which is great. Alright, we got 5-6 players. DNS, DJ Insanity, New Future Tech, CNEP76, Uber Superfly, Krillin64. Gonna start it here. As soon as we get to 8 players, then I'm gonna start the game. Waiting for ads. Oh, oh wait, hang on. So Liz is gonna join. I guess we'll wait until Liz joins, and then we can... There, Liz has joined. Wow, we got a lot of... Whoa, holy Schmidt! I think we've topped out. Alright, starting the game. Round 1. Fight! Wait, who's got to do it? Fix 'em dude's got to choose a word. Okay, so, going back to the Scribble game. Alright, fix 'em dude. Oh man. Crap. Sorry, I've got to like adjust, got it. That was a good one. That was a good that was a good one. I got it. Man, he can draw. All right, I'm giving him a thumbs up. Yeah, dude. Like, how are you getting this? Like, I'm like, because I've got a touchpad, and I'm like, I'm trying to draw with a touchpad, and it sucks. Did you have a space in there, DJ Insanity? Alright, Thorpe. Round 2. Fight! Alright, Thorpe, do this. Let's do this. Come on. Alright, come on. Why is that not... What the heck? Okay, what is that? I can't type. What? New Future Tech got it. Watermelon. What the? Nooch. It's not Nooch. What the? What is going on with this? Spiral, of course. Why didn't I think of that? I'm not doing well this game. Alright, Liz. Draw. Cat. What? Okay. Got it. Got it. Of course, Liz has got a cat there. Maybe I'd have better luck on a touchscreen. I don't know. There you go. There you go. Dang it. It was not the first. So you want to be the first because you get the most amount of points. You know what I'm saying? Alright, Logan. Let's go, Logan. Let's go, Logan. What the? Oh my god, I can't believe I got the word. I can't believe I just got that word. Yeah, this would have been a tough one. There are two ways you could have done this particular drawing. Another way of doing it is doing a portrait mode phone and then a landscape phone and like point at the landscape phone. All right, Krillin. Let's do this, Krillin. Let's do this. Aveline is joined. True. Wow. What? Oh. Oh. I can't type. I couldn't type. And then I was like, wait, what? That's funny. Yeah, I think you got everybody there. You know, you could have done a blue bird too. I like how when you're guessing, it tells you, oh, you're close. You're really close. Yeah, you pretty much got everybody. Still not doing well with points. All right, DJ and Sandy, let's go. Oh my God, this is a big one. Hey, I'm playing the game. Here, look.
I want to play it first.
Okay, come here. Yeah.
Here's your food. Don't forget.
Oh.
Here's your food.
Got it. Thank you. I guessed it. I was the first one to get. Where'd you go? Yeah, but you don't. Where'd you put my food?
No, because
Oh.
I didn't want you to forget it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're guessing it?
Yeah, I already guessed it. Don't say it out loud though, because other people are watching the stream and then they'll get points, and then we don't get as many points.
Oh.
This is a good one. This is a really good one.
What? Somebody cheated yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
You said they hadn't
Dude.
even drawn anything, and they guessed it?
Yeah, nothing was drawn, and then he guessed. I'm like, dude, there's and there's a random word. Okay,
That's funny.
so now new future tech.
Okay, let me get Jedi's food.
Okay,
And then I think I can come up.
okay.
What do you think to drink? Water?
Yeah, I guess, and then popcorn, whatever.
Okay, I'll go popcorn.
This is good. Got it. Good one. How'd you like to spend Christmas on Christmas Island? Alright, Cini up. Your turn. I always get like the hardest words. Like anytime like it's my turn, it's like here's 3 really difficult words. Oh. Jeez. I'm like, wait, everyone's like, Tim Cook. I'm like, wait, no. Oh my God, that's a good one. These beans came out really nice. Fartastic. Ooh, these are good. Love these beans. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Alright. Uber Superfly. Let's do this. There's already a raffle running. Alright. Yeah, new future tech, that's the thing. This game will kill you if you don't know how to spell. You gotta know how to spell. Oh boy. 5-letter word. Bully? Yeah, but what is it? No one's getting it. I feel better. Oh, yeah, I know. We did that. Got it. Figured it out. I figured it out. The first letter is the hint, dude. That's a good one. I'm shocked. Really? I figured someone else will get it. He's got it. That's right. I don't know if you could have done any better than that. Fix'em dude got it. Doe! That's funny. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I can't. Doctor. Round 2. Fight. All right, Brian. Let's do this. Let me give some points to everybody who's in chat. There you go. We're all playing here. What is that? What the hell is that? Wow. Really? I guess it has that many letters, huh? Okay. That was a total guess. There you go. Woo! Oh. There's already a raffle. See, I can, after I win, after I guess the word, I can come over to the chat and then drop raffles. That's funny. Okay, Aveline. Here's our artist. Our resident artist. What? Oh, it's a... Oh, it's trash. That's good. She did a good job. Adeline gets a thumbs up for me. Alright, fix him, dude. What that? Wow. That was a stretch. That was a stretch. I was not expecting that. But it works. I'll take it. Not airbuds. Earbuds. We were looking for earbuds. Alright, Thorpe. Let's do this. Come on, give good clue. Give good clue. What? What the? Something that fired off, but like a telescope, of course. If you know what, I'm gonna get my mouse because I think my mouse is gonna do a better job. Move this crap over. Sorry, buddy. Oh, Schmidt, flock, Puka flock. Bad guy hit me in the shin. I peed all over my pants, and I hate Brenda. Where's Diana when you need her? And of course it's Liz, so you gotta get a cat in there. Wow! If you get everybody to guess it, you get extra points. Wow, that's nice. Alright, Logan. Not to be confused with Logan. The other Logan. What? Got it. Dude, if you can't get this one, seriously, this is a... Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Come on! You gotta be able to get... How can you not get this? Like, this is easy. Like, there's some hard ones, but, like, this is... It doesn't get any easier than this. Good job, Logan. Now, Krillin. Krillin like a villain. Gumby. Yeah, okay, Robert. Let's do this, let's do this. Line, what is that? I'm like, wait, what? Okay, we're starting over then, okay? I had to scroll down because otherwise I can't get to my tools here. You suck. You can't. You call to. Alright, that's fair. You got everybody to guess it. You call to fix toilet. You got everybody to get. Oh my god. Except for Krillin and New Future Tech. Wait, Krillin's doing it. Oh yeah, New Future Tech admittedly said that he has challenges spelling, so that might be it. Plumber. I was trying to help there. I was trying to help. Alright, DJ Insanity. Round 2. Fight. What the... Oh. Got it. It's like, wait, what? Thorpe was the first one, then Brian got it. I just couldn't type fast enough. That's a good one. That's good. That's good. He's got time to do smoke in a road. It's funny, like all the stuff you can fill in after you know you've done it. Like that's it. It doesn't get any better than that. All right, new future tech. Ooh, clean my glasses here. Gotta be able to see. Got it. Yeah, see, this is the thing. You gotta know how to spell. Oh, it's Pac-Man eating this. It's not asparagus. Yay! Alright, Cini up. What's he doing? What the? Okay. Got it. That's so funny. There's a million ways to draw something, but all you gotta do is just get people to guess. Threepio's looking good. Looks like Logan's the last person to guess it here. Is Logan even there? There he is. Box on tree. Oh, Logan. Uber Superfly. You know it's a hard word when they like take a while like choose it. Stonks. Barely got that one in. I was barely number one on that one. Barely. Think about what kind of flame. Think about what kind of fire. There you go, DJ Insanity. Okay, Logan. Shark Boy and... What? What was that? What was that at the end? What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. You got... Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Come on, y'all. Oh, man. How could you not get this? It's that. It's these. What do I do every dang night? Chopsticks! I was Those are popcorn. Chopsticks. I probably could have done better. I should have had like the piece of, but I was trying to draw the popcorn with the nooch. Popcorn tools, indeed, Mark. What? K-pop. What? Oh. Ah! Dang it! Come on! Couldn't type. I got my own way. I want to be the first. That's the thing, is you definitely want to be like the first, so you get the most amount of points. Boop, 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 boop. Wow. Tree. Land. Wow, she's good. Dang, dude. She knows, man. Like, dude. Yeah, you're gonna get big time points for that one. There we go. Bitcoin. Yeah, it's funny. Not quite Bitcoin. Alright, that's good. Money. I'd buy that for $1. See, Diane did say she was gonna be here, but like, she probably got pulled in by Jedi there. Ah, Thorpe, where were you? Well, now it's your turn anyway. I wonder how it must randomize like who. Oh, Logan's gone. Dang it. Thorpe must have a hard one. There we go. All right. It's oh. How the hell were no one got any points for that? Because we didn't nothing. Thorpe, what happened? Dude, we totally got wiped out. Seriously? Okay. What? Avaline got it? A captain? I don't know if I'm getting this one. Avaline got it though. What the? Okay, it's okay, the cat was throwing me a yacht. Okay. The cat was throwing me off. I should have. I don't know why I didn't think yacht. Okay, lines, linies, whiny face, legs. Chapless. Okay. But, yes. Yeah, we get that. Yes, we got that part, but, like, what? This, yes? Cletus. Cement. Senile. You know, cheeks are also on your face, right? Just letting you know. Come on, DJ Insanity, I got a game to win. Pool. Shark. Water. Hole. Water hole. Pond. Blue things. Got it. Yeah, I was a fiend. Pictionary was probably easily one of my favorite games. So yeah, I like this game. As crappy as it is. Alright, new future tech. Oh, geez. Manhole. Spider. Bib. Barf bag. Boxing. Boxer. Oh. I'm like, wait, what? The face. It was the face that was the clue. The face is the thing that made that tipped me over, because I'm like, wait, what? And then as soon as he did the face that way, I'm like, yeah, I got that. Round 3 of 3. CNF 76. You are up. You're up. You're up. Syrup. You're up. And syrup. Must be a hard word because he took a while. Watermelon. I can't spell. That wasn't it anyway. Google. Dude! Are you really? Don't look it up. Just do it in different colors. We'll get it. Just do it. It doesn't matter. Do it in different colors. There you go. There. No, it didn't have to start out. Oh my god. You literally did it. You had. I bet you anything. Sini, I've had to look up the colors. I bet you anything you had to look up the colors. That's funny. Ah, you just missed it, Logan. Alright, Uber Superfly. I'm sitting here giving popcorn away to everybody over there. Well, not everybody, or giving it away, just doing raffles. Stonks. Wow, I can't believe I got that word. I just kept going. I can't believe I got that word. What's that? What's the red thing with the check? What's the red thing with the check? I guessed the word, but I don't know what that means. Okie dokie. Oh, geez. Oh, my God. God, I can't. Well, I won that game. That was my best Statue of Liberty there. That was, that is all she wrote, as it were. Wow, that was... Chris on a Monday morning. Indeed. I was like, wait a minute. What does the Statue of Liberty look like again? And I have, like, a mouse. Like, I don't have, like, a stylus. If I had more precision, I could do it. Yeah, so far I've been pretty lucky. I've won each of the 3 or 4 games that I think I've won each of the games that we played together, that we've played. 3PO's almost done. 3PO! Shut down all the garbage masher. The screen is so tiny on your phone. Well, I'm on a screen, but the problem is that it's not... I think to do better, I would need a finger. That's my feeling. Like, I'd need to do this. Rigged. It definitely isn't rigged. Y'all, in fact, I have an unfair advantage. Because I'm here, and I'm broadcasting my screen. Touchscreen monitor would work, yeah. Next time you need to use your phone to auto-write answers. Yeah, autocorrect could come in handy. Yeah, 3PO's looking good. Fun little print in place. I'm glad I went with this one rather than the other one. The other one was really kind of jank. The one that I found. Oh, you plugged in your drawing tablet, it didn't work on the site? Probably some kind of browser-based driver not being aware thing. Where'd Diana go? She said, oh, being there, blah, blah, blah. And then she's not here. I don't know where she went. I don't know where she disappeared to. She has disappeared entirely. Oh, she's making popcorn. Yeah, probably. Because I did ask for it, so. You asked for it? Yeah, this is looking really good. This is looking better than my battle droid earlier. My god, that battle droid was just messed up. Gomer Pyle!
G0M3RP13 just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you for giving a sub. Very appreciated, Gomer. I don't think it's your real name, but that's okay. Dude. Herps, derps. Nope. What? Thought I heard something. Fix'em Dude, thank you so much. Thank you, Fix'em Dude, for the 100 bits. But I don't thank Krusty, because as I was holding up these 100 bits, Krusty comes in and does... Thank you, Anonymous Gifter.
Anonymous just gifted 1 subs.
Appreciate you gifting it. Boy, it's kind of a... Everyone's giving subs around here. You get a sub, and you get a sub, and you get a sub, and you get a sub. Thank you. Very kind of you to give a tier 1 sub to Matthews8869. Very, very appreciated. Yes, JKN, the print is looking good. I think it's looking good. Thank you for stopping by. Big sports fan. Really appreciate it. I debated ironing the top layer, but I'm like, it's kind of a law of diminishing returns with this filament. Someone's trying to trigger Hype Train. Somewhat. You'd have to have a Fix'em Dude. Anonymous Gifter would have done it, but like, you need 3.
I'm here.
Thank you. Figured you were like,
Do you need to pee?
Yeah, I do need to pee, actually. I do, actually. Here, let's do this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
One of the clues, one of the things for the puzzle was chopsticks. Wait, where's your? Well, we can only do one a night. It takes a while.
Stool.
Yeah, where's your stool? I'll bring it in as soon as I.
Okay. Hi. I'm gonna do. Let me. Oh, I can't see the chat. Aw, he left me without being able to see the chat. Oh, I'm getting a little. What are those stormtroopers? Oh, wait, where's the chat? There's the chat. Okay, let me zoom so I can see. I see banana. It's me, banana. How do I make it bigger? Oh, there we go. Okay. How's everyone doing? I hope everything's going well on your end. Diana, you should play with us. I know, I want to. I came in too late. But it looks like fun. I like playing those games. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at those pretty hearts. That's so cute. What's everyone up to today on this awesome Wednesday? I'm doing well. Doing well. Yeah. Did that sound convincing? No, I'm doing okay. Is Jedi enjoying the cowbell? Yeah, she is. She's enjoying it. We play it with her musical instruments. The little box that she has. And the little boy was missing in the woods for 3 days, and they found him
Dude,
alive.
seriously? I'm gone for like 5 minutes and you're.
No, they know me. They're telling me this
Oh,
news.
jeez.
Oh, no. It's Liz. Oh, wow. For 3 days, and they found him alive? What?
I don't know.
Why'd you look at me like that?
Because I'm like 3 days and they found him alive. Because I'm like, I walked into the middle of a story, Diana. That's why I'm looking at you like that.
It's bizarre.
It's
Oh,
bizarre.
and I think in Arizona, I believe. Arizona or Arkansas. I don't remember. It was an A state. A lady,
Woo! Trivia's done.
a
Yep.
lady was walking her dog and found a human bone. So she called the
How do you know it's a
authorities.
human bone?
Well, she said like a large bone. So, but she thought it was suspicious or something. So she called.
I think it's suspicious to see a bone and say it's a human bone.
Well, it's probably like a little large. So you're like, oh, this kind of looks like a human bone.
Some people have big bones.
And then, yeah, so anyway, she called the authorities, and they ended up digging, trying to find the rest of the body. I don't know how they knew it was a human bone, actually, now that I think about it. But they ended up digging to try to find more stuff, and they ended up finding 12
Oh my god.
people. That's okay. No, I think they're dancing.
Oh god. Okay, she had a friend over.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell just happened? Like, I've never heard that scream before
Yeah.
from Jedi. I'm like, what the hell?
dancing. She's gonna go in like 5 minutes.
Hey, Tech TV fan.
Yeah, so yeah, they found 12 bones, and they still haven't found the person that's done it. So he's out there, or she. Isn't that crazy? 12 bodies. So he goes and dumps them there, and so just think about how crazy. Like, people get abducted.
Yep. It's true.
So, and then that Domino's, did you hear about in Tacoma, I believe? They, a car got pulled over for something, and they ended up finding a Domino's driver in, like, the back, in the trunk, tied up. Like, imagine if they would have never gotten pulled over. They would have taken him and kidnapped him. I wonder if they do it to sell the organs, or, because that's, like, a whole thing. Like, you can, like,
God.
sell organs for, like, tons of money. Especially people that are, like, dying, and, like, say they have a lot of money, and they're like, I need an organ now, and you can't really pay to get one, to get up on the list, you know? So if you need one and you're willing to pay,
To
and
get it from a guy?
yeah, like say you're a male, 40s, and you need like,
I'm a male. I am in my
Yeah.
40s. Yes.
and say another male in his 40s needs one of your organs because you fit the description.
You can't have them. They're mine.
So they're eyeballing you and like, when's the perfect time to jump?
Wow. Diane, I gotta tell you, this looked worse in the model. This looks so much better in real life.
Wow, let's talk, Ted. You gotta make it like.
Look at that. Look. It's a C-3PO. Like a ragdolly.
Oh, it happens a lot here in India. They catch the poor and sick.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's horrible.
That is. That's so scary.
Well, the printing place turned out amazing. That's pretty cool. Look at that. It's like a... I love the printing places. So Godzilla King Kong is on tonight, I think. I think it's been revealed, so I'm going to be watching that tonight. Very much looking forward to that tonight.
Wait, Krusty said I have heard latest trend isn't organs, it's platelet harvesting from people that have COVID.
antibodies.
For real? Are you just kidding? Is it for real?
Anymore? I would not be surprised
Yeah.
if that was the truth. That's crazy.
Well, I know there was another thing I read. Someone got murdered because in like certain parts of the country, like you have good like health and good fortune if you eat or drink like part of like the human, like either human blood or human like parts, and it's like a remedy type thing that they believe cures.
Yeah, no.
So people get killed for that too. And kidnapped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, got a beater time, huh?
Oh, me?
Yep.
Aw.
You're in the chair.
It's,
Wait, you got your hair on.
it's so stinky in there.
Kinda is.
Sit on my lap.
My helmet is a smellmet. Time to sanitize. I'm probably the one that smells, not the helmet. All right,
I left my coffee
you left your coffee where?
out there.
Okay, here, hang on, show him that. I'll get the thing started here.
This looks like a voodoo doll.
It is. Notice how it looks like you?
Poke, poke.
You owe me a Coke. All right,
Oh,
careful
thank
with this.
you. Okay.
Well, you said you wanted the thing.
Oh, shit. 5 minutes.
What? Oh, for the neighbor thing?
Mhm.
Now, you've got to print the second thing I wanted to print. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm a little worried.
What are those lightsabers?
Oops. Lightsabers.
Wait, I see.
I'm printing this with the brim because I'm not sure how well it's going to work. I think this works without... supports. It'll take 3 hours.
Oh, freeze.
Oh. It's
Do you
hard.
freeze?
Yes, hang on. It's hard to do when I'm not sitting there because I can't. I can't. Where's my? You keep zooming in the wrong way.
Sorry. Hold on, I'll let you freeze while I go check it out. 'Cause that thing is- You're frozen? So I can't get by you? Oh gosh, okay. Put my coffee here just in case I spill it on your head. I'll
You
just
spilled it
jump-
on my chair.
I will jump over you. Let me get on your shoulders.
Careful, because there's popcorn, dude. There's literally Diana. There's popcorn right there. So
You're supposed to be frozen.
because I'm trying to warn you.
Let me just pour this coffee on your head. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let them know. Cranky. You're cranky.
thank you, Yellow Mellow Guy. Very appreciated. Totally missed that there. Came in. I'm sitting in coffee that day, and I'm going to smell like coffee stank. Let's do this. Okay. Theoretically, this is going to work. I don't know. I just feel like I've blasted through this gold filament like you would not believe. Thank you, Aveline French. Again, Yellow Mellow Guy and Aveline French. Appreciate the bits. Diana will be back in a bit. Diana will be back in a bit. Really appreciate it. So, gonna try this one. I looked at the model. It seems like it'll be okay. I'm printing it with a brim, which is probably overkill. It's going to take a while. It's going to take longer than the show. Like, longer than what we have. Well, there you go.
Aisel is gifted Yellow Mellow Guy subscription. Aisel is gifted a tier 1 sub to Yellow Mellow Guy. They have given 21 gift subs in the channel.
I had a freeze frame, so I was going to freeze, and then Liz subbed someone. So thank you, Liz, for subbing Yellow Mellow Guy. Amazing. Alright, I'll throw in the freeze. I'll throw in the freeze, because it happened like virtually the same. Woo, Aveline, and that doesn't count, by the way. DJ Insanity doesn't count. It doesn't count unless you raise your hand after that question's asked. It doesn't count. And who's Krusty to say what counts and what doesn't? He's like, no, it doesn't count unless you're already frozen. Like, Krusty makes up the rules around here. He kind of does, but don't tell him. Alright. Banana's secretly force-choking me. Yeah. She'll be back. She'll be back. Wait and see. And this popcorn belongs to me. Oh, good stuff. Raise your hand if you love The Expanse. Well, that is definitely not me. Keep your hand up if... There you go, Red. Red Chris. What do you mean, why? Yeah? In my jacket?
No, they're not in there.
Hanging up?
No.
In my pants? Yeah, they'd be in my pants because I didn't wear a jacket today. I don't think I missed a Vader. I did the Vader. Liz had me do a Vader. Nope, didn't miss the Vader. I did that Vader. Yep, I did all the Vaders. Mark. FYI. Why? Hang on. Let me switch to a far more interesting view. You'll be back. Time will tell. You remember that I streamed you well. You'll be back. Thank you, Liz. Early morning tomorrow. Oh, man. Tell you what. This looks like multiple pieces. It is. It's multiple pieces that I'm printing in place. Only to, once they're printed, assemble them. I think I may do the, I may want to do that AT-AT in this color. What'll that take? I don't know. Like I said, I'm doing a brim, probably overkill, but since they're small pieces, I'd rather do a brim. Alright, let's see. Was it Fab 365? Yeah? You'll be back. I did! Free download. There we go. Free checkout. I should check the license. Okay, fine. Jeez and crackers. Free checkout. Thank you. Purchase successfully. 22 megabytes. Dear God. So I'm going to open this up. I think in order to get this to work well, did it go? Okay. I guess I have to copy it over another way. Copying it over. I'm going to load it up in Prusa Slicer here. Let's do this. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, man. I gotta get... Can I print all of them? Oh, I won't be able to print them all at once, necessarily. Does that mean... Oh, wait. So how... I just have to clip those out then, yeah? Give me a second. I'm gonna uncompress. Decompress, I should say. Opening them all. Oh my jeez. I gotta get 4 of those feet though. Copy. Paste. 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 Wait, that one's like out in left field here. Yeah, I don't think I have enough space. So let me delete that one. This is gonna be multiple prints. I wonder, can I shrink this? It's gonna be a big AT-AT, okay.
TechTFan just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you so much, Tech TV fan. Very appreciated for giving Neticon a subscription. Very kind of you. Very kind of you, indeed. Okay, so Fix 'em Dude, and then Pez Liz kicking off a hype train. Unbelievable. You did that on purpose. Y'all did that on purpose. I'm sitting here trying to slice the AT-AT here, and you're all like, no, let's do a hype train. I want to hear like Chris do the funny Darth Vader voice again. Ha 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 ha.
You are in luck. I am back. And with this, you are in front. Thank you for starting the hype train. Level 1. You sub, gift, or use your bits to get us to the next level. Which means if you tip me, which may not happen because this is not really a tipping kind of community as it stands today, not a problem. Tipping happens externally. Bits, subs, and sub-gifts apply to pushing the hype train forward. Now, last time, we made it through level 3. All the way. We made it to level 4. Did not quite make it to 5.
Texafan gifted skill
This
underscore
clip.
A subscription.
You are
Texafan gifted a tier
mouse
1
away.
sub to skill
And we
underscore
are
E.
pushing
They have
along
given
the
3
level
gift
1
subs
hype
in the
train.
channel.
Thank you, Krusty3D, for the 16 bits. Very appreciated. All those who were also supportive in gifting subs tonight, including a second one coming from Tech TV Fan. That is beautiful. Thank you for following Program. It is good to see you. You've joined in the middle of a hype train. Adeline French, thank you for cheering the 10 bits. And Fix 'em Dude for the 32 bits. And Krusty3D for the 16 bits. These are all their wonderful bits. I love your bits. The bits are awesome. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Sleepy kitty, wait, happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. TNA Gamer says it places the lightsaber in the basket. Indeed it does. Oh, look at that. Skull E just got a gift sub. Very kind. Very, very, very kind. Yellow Mellow Guy coming in with an additional 100 bits. Right here. I'm shaking. Look at this. Look at this. I'm shaking my bits at you. Thank you for the cheers. They're wonderful. Oh, look at Fix 'em Dude. Going to 64 bits. That's a lot of cheers. That is a ton of cheers. Twice as good as 32. Still on level 1 hype train with 2 minutes left to go. Sorry, 93% hype train with 2 minutes left to go. Fix 'em Dude and Pez Liz coming in with additional bits. And yes, okay, I'm making sure I got caught up with all the bits. Sometimes I scroll back and you may get an additional shout out for the cheers. And if I do that, well, that's just a wonderful little bonus. Yellow Mellow Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. I tell you what, if we, today, we've completed level 1, we're going to level 2 hype train. If we complete a level 5, everybody gets 100,000 Perillo popcorn. Huh? Everybody. So, if we get through level 5, everyone will get 100,000 Perillo popcorn. That's, oh jeez, okay, well,
TNA
that's,
underscore gamer
that
just
definitely
gifted 10
pushed us
subs.
along. Unbelievable. TNA Gamer coming in and giving out 10 Tier 1 community sub gifts. Hang on, am I hearing? I figured I'd be hearing an announcement of some kind. That's crazy. Maybe it may be queued. So thank you for those gifts. You've pushed us into level 4. That's great. Because we get through level 5, everyone gets 100,000 Perillo popcorn. Unbelievable. Look at those. So now, thanks to TNA Gamer, King Nick, Cardinelli, Six Scenes, Lil Corvus, Andre Lorate, Kansa 72, Control to Sega, Paul 04B, Nightingale, AlexShot7 all got gifted a sub to this channel. Unbelievable. Yellow Mellow Guy, thank you for the 200 bits, and Liz for the 55 bits, and Yellow Mellow Guy for an additional 100 bits. You're helping make this happen, Yellow Mellow Guy. Liz for the additional 43 bits. I dropped my bits in my lap. Did not mean to do that. Down with OPT. Downwit's OPT is now following in this channel. You are joining at the perfect time. We're in the middle of a hype train, pushing through level 4.
Tech to friend just gifted 1
with
subs.
3 minutes left to go. Can we get through level 5? If we get through a level 5 on this hype train, everyone in chat right now is getting 100,000 Perillo popcorn. That's the deal I'm making. You don't get my real popcorn. You get the pretend points, the Perillo popcorn. So, Tech TV fan, thank you for giving out a tier 1 community
Yellow
sub.
Mellow Guy
First
just
3D.
gifted 1 subs.
Where am I? I can't. I lost my bits. Where? I just don't. I gotta pick up the bits. Krusty's bits just fell right out of my lap. Because you don't want to step on these bits. Trust me. Yellow Mellow Guy, thank you for the tier 1 community
Some dude
sub
just gifted
gift.
1 subs.
And as I was saying, Tech TV fan, really appreciate that as well. It helps immensely. Pixum Dude getting in on the act and giving out 1 tier 1 community sub gift. Liz coming in with an additional 15 bits. Look at this. We got bits and subs. Dang. Bits and subs. Bits and subs. Bits and subs. Am I holding it long enough to focus? Yes. Right there. Theoretically. Krusty3D going with a 19 bits. Perfect amount of bits right there. We're 4 minutes left to go in this hype train. 29% the way through. That's pretty good. That's a third. And everyone, if we get through a level 5 hype train, this is it. This is the final level. This is the boss level, right? There's nowhere to go from there. If that happens, then everybody gets 100,000 Perillo popcorn. Heslin's cheering 100 bits. Pixum Dude also cheering 100 bits. Hovering at 36%. This is the hardest level to beat in the hype train game. 3 minutes left to go. 36%. Whoa! Holy cow! Yellow Mellow Guy just pushed further up the chain. Unbelievable. 90%.
Yellow Mellow Guy cheered X1500.
3D for cheering 590 bits. Man Cave Hobby with 10 cheers. Down with OPT. Joining the community right away. Cheering 100 bits. Outstanding. And the serious propeller tonight, the MVP, Yellow Mellow Guy. Easily an MVP, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and flip over here to check out the stats. Just to check, yep. Today's top cheerer is Yellow Mellow Guy. Indeed. That is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. We are now at 110%. Everyone gets Perillo popcorn. Every single person who's watching right now. Here we go. Add points. I gotta spell it correctly. Add points to all 100,000 points. Just like that. Everybody now has, all y'all just got 100,000 points. Just like that. Perillo popcorn. Just like that. Unbelievable. Thank you, Man Cave Hobbies, for capping it off with 10 bits and Liz with the 12 bits after Hollywood N3D's 590 and Down with OPT's 100, coupled with Yellow Mellow Guy at 1,500. That is absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. We made it. I'm so happy to say that we made it through a level 5 hype train at least once today. It's a good day. You know it's a good Twitch stream if a hype train starts. But it's a good Twitch stream when we are able to get through a level 5 hype train. That's how you know it's good. And trust me, every streamer out there will tell you the exact same thing. Getting through a level 5 hype train not easy. Only the most intrepid people and the ardent supporters in the community can help make that happen. And hopefully my print is going okay. And I'm not sure. I can't see it through my glasses here. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I'm keeping my fingers crossed and my eyes crossed. I have to at the chat now. Okay. The chat has been at-atted. Thank you for redeeming your Perillo points, your pixels, and eating your popcorn, which I had to sideline over here as we started the hype train like that. That's all it takes. Every hour or so, it just takes like 3 people to kick it off. That's how it happens. The Man Cave? Did you really win 25,000 on a scratch card? That's incredible. Really? Congratulations. That is unbelievable. If it's true. There we go. We made it through a level 5 hype train. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Okay, so now we're gonna go here.
Woo! Every time I take that helmet off, I'm like, itchy, 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 itchy. Alright. We did. Ooh, Schmidt. Flock. Buka Flock. We did it. So wait, did Man Cave, did you really win? That's crazy if you did. Oh, it's April Fool's Day in the UK. Yeah, I forgot. And it's gonna be tomorrow too, in the States. Google is already saying no. Google's not doing April Fool's Day. I'll do April Fool's Day, Woo! Hey, Man Cave. Thank you for unfreezing me. And the thing is since you've just won $25,000 in the April Fool's lottery, I'm glad you could share some of your pretend money with me. Actually, that boils down to a real dime, so thank you. There is no spoon. Do you remember that time? Was it for Christmas? It was. It was in a Christmas vlog. I got Diana a fake lottery ticket. Remember that? I want to say it was for Christmas. She was upset. She was really upset. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, so this is another one of those figures, and I'm probably going overboard with the brim, but I'd rather do it and make sure that the pieces don't kind of pop off midway. All right, back to the this is what I was doing for the freeze frame. head for... I've got 2 legs from my hips to the ground, and when I move them, they walk around, and... Okay, body, cover, foot, head, leg back, and leg front. Okay, so this is not gonna... Oops. Getting this ready. See how this works here. Let's arrange. Well, I got all these on. This is going to be an overnight print easily. It's going to be a... Well, it won't be too big. I'm almost wondering if I should go 90%. Thank you for following, Beverly Hills Royalty. Really appreciate that follow. Yeah, I feel like the brim was the only way of doing this. Go 90%? Hang on, I gotta repair this apparently. Yeah, but I don't think... Foot, head... I don't think I can... I don't think I can do all the parts in one print. Like, even if I did go to 90, I still don't think... Control A... It was 90. I can go 75? No, I think 90 might be it. Okay, so yeah, my feeling is that the body is just too big. Yeah, there's no chance, dude. There's 0 chance. I'm gonna have to print. Oh, object. Oh yeah. See, I can't get all the legs in. So, even it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Well, this is gonna be a long friggin' print. 0.15 generic PLA. Let's see how long it's gonna take. This is gonna be an overnighter. Enlarge the picture. Oh, posture check. Thank you very much. Error. Toolpath outside the. Oh yeah, this could be. I'm gonna have to go 90, aren't I? Okay, just tell me how long. I'm trying to get an estimate for how long this is gonna take. Give me a second. I don't know about zooming in right now, but the app's locked anyway. Here we go. 16 hours. Woo! That's a 16-hour print there, dude. It's a long. That's gonna be a long freaking print. This one is gonna take a little over 2.5 hours here. Theoretically, it won't be a problem. Hey, well, I'm about ready to.
Wrap up? Are you ready?
Yeah, I got a Godzilla versus Kong thing going on.
I just gotta
16 hours. Or it's gonna be more than 16 hours because that's just those parts. It's not including the other part of the AT-AT. Printing an AT-AT. Not this. This is another C-3PO figure.
Another one? Like the same?
No. One where you assemble them.
Like a puzzle?
Kind of.
Cool.
Don't know how this one's gonna come out though. Because I'm using a brim.
I like it. It's gonna be 16 hours?
No, not this. An AT-AT. Because it's bigger. So I may end up shrinking it to like 75% and going that route. What am I eating? I'm eating popcorn. What's the error?
Yeah, baby?
Sorry, I totally forgot that I had that open, didn't I? There is no error. The only problem
I'm
that may
free.
exist
I'm free to hang out.
is specifically when I'm printing, whether or not the brim is going to come off easily and evenly and cleanly enough. I'm basically, if you turn around, there's a Darth Vader figure, it's articulated. I'm basically doing that, but with gold for C-3PO.
I can't believe like how much filament you still have left.
Oh, I know.
You're like doing
Well,
tons of gold. Oh, you said you were gonna do a mermaid tail in gold.
I will. I will. First, I want to see how this goes.
I have
Mermaid
to have-
tail's easy.
I have to have a mermaid tail in every color. I'm collecting them now.
Okay.
You should be happy that I'm collecting something. We're like bonding.
No.
Banana, please talk about death. Sorry. I'll try. It gets very morbid when I come in.
It does.
Not really. I'm just like cautioning them, like so they're cautious. You know, trying to help. I even get excited now. Like if I listen to something new, I'm like, oh, they would love this. I'm gonna save it for
Who? Oh, the
Wednesday.
chat?
Yeah. Like that bodies, the 12 bodies. I've been saving that for today.
Can't wait to talk about these 12 bodies.
Well, they haven't caught the person yet, so they're still out there.
What that person's watching?
Ah!
You never know.
Yeah,
You never know.
you're right.
Talk about fluffy clouds.
It's fluffy clouds. I don't know anything about fluffy clouds.
Oh, Krusty's heading out.
Aw, bye, Krusty.
See, you're missing everybody.
I know everyone's. Well, I just now got
Liz went to bed.
free time.
You missed a level 5 hype train.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You like get him every day.
Not every day.
Waving hello to Diana, Chi-Town. Every time I see that, I think of Kanye West.
Is that what he says?
I think he calls it Chi-Town in one of his songs.
Don't know. I'll never know. Oh,
I change the lights.
light to what color?
Pink. Oh,
Got it. Done.
your favorite.
It's actually more purple. The lights don't. It's not. It's more purple than it is pink. Less red. Oh. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yes.
I wanted to play that game, but I got here too late. Sorry. Next time I'll get here earlier. Or try to. Blue? Oh, someone changed it again?
Mm-hmm.
That was fast.
You gotta be responsive, man. Yeah, no, the game is, well, you're gonna have to, what you'll have to do is, when you're watching from elsewhere, or you can join when I'm playing the game,
Oh, Chris is here.
or play it, you know, oh, Chris is here.
We haven't seen
Wow.
him in a while.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Time for bed. I feel ya. I totally feel ya.
Wait, you're gonna watch Godzilla?
Yeah, I think that's on. Right? Isn't it?
I saw something about it.
People have been teasing it.
It came out, yeah. I'm not a
Now I'm
big
curious.
fan. Hello, kids. Oh, it's 11:30 your time. Yeah. Oh wow, it is late. It's early here. 8:32 or 8:30. Yeah.
Hang on, let me see if it's on.
Tomorrow I'm taking Jedi.
Oh, yeah. Streaming through April 30th. Now playing. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong.
Banana, I just won 250,000 on a scratch card. Did you really? Or are you just kidding? I'm old. So it's old farts need or rest.
Yeah, old parts need rest.
Yeah.
Amen. I was checking
What do you mean?
to make sure that
is it-
Godzilla was on
is it
tonight.
right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Figured Jedi would like it, you know, with all the monsters and
You think?
big creatures and scary.
Well, it
Elements
might be
and-
too much.
It is definitely too much for Jedi.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but yeah. I creep her out.
She'd be scared. Godzilla? You know, she doesn't even like it. The picture at Target of Godzilla.
Yeah.
A picture. So there have been so many Godzilla and
Oh, gosh.
Kongs over the years.
Oh my gosh, I just saw it.
What?
It's like, it
I know, it
scares
looks
me.
awesome. It looks awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it looks so realistic.
Well, I know how to keep you guys out of the bedroom.
Holy moly.
Is it? It is on
I'm gonna have
HBO Max. Yes.
nightmares just from the picture.
Hey, David.
Holy moly.
Cold parts need rest so we don't fart in our sleep and float away. Indeed.
That's so different from like the old school one. It was like all like, it looked like a man dressed up.
Because it was.
Now it looks real.
Yeah. That's the idea. That kind of stuff is getting more and more realistic to the point where it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, even video games.
Mm-hmm.
Video games
Big time.
look really realistic.
Big time. Hollywood N3D got his 3D printer finally today.
Oh, cool. Aww.
So he put it together.
I just put a pic of my first print in the Discord 3D printing thing. Oh, cool.
Guessing games. Ah, I figured you'd be playing GeoGuessr. What's that? We were playing the Pictionary Scribble. I guess I could change the title. What's the popcorn flavor? Oh, it's just Nucci, regular popcorn.
Salt and pepper.
All right, what's the subject of the video stream?
This one?
Yeah.
I finally made it towards the end. When you're wrapping up.
Yeah, and Chris Pro keeps cheating. How am I cheating? I'm not cheating. I'm broadcasting. If I was cheating, you'd see. Now you want to talk about a scary game?
What?
Phasmophobia.
Scary? What do you mean?
That's what Chris has been playing. And Devour? That sounds like fun.
Phasmophobia?
That sounds delicious. Is Diana picky with smartphones as well?
Well, I don't let it ruin my week or month like you do. You've been late.
I don't let it.
Are you still upset?
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Not really.
So, why let it get to you?
Because I have to use it.
Yeah.
It's not like an option. It's not like, you know, you don't. I don't like any of the well, no, that's a bad example. I don't like any of the Marshmallow peeps out there. Don't like them.
Yeah.
That's not a thing because I don't have to deal with it. If you don't like it, I can ignore it. Well, the problem with this is it's pivotal. Like it's the thing that you use.
Right.
It's the thing you rely on.
Do you think
So-
your expectations are too high?
Not really. Honestly, years ago, this wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
And now the problem is like the option that I have in front of me is literally the last thing I would ever want.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. Like, would you rather have no phone or a phone that you dislike?
Between the two,
Yeah.
I'd choose no phone.
Really?
But the problem is like years ago, a Samsung device was like fifth stringer. Like it was like, it's never gonna happen.
Right.
Not gonna worry about it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And now,
It's like
and
the
now I'm
best.
worried about it. Now,
Right.
well, it's not necessarily the best. It's full of bloated crap. And they throw ads in all their default apps, and some of those default apps you can't disable. So you may use Google's calendar, but Samsung says, use ours. I'm like, but I don't want to use yours. You can't ignore it. It's still here.
Yeah, but can you blame them? They're just doing business, right?
And that's the thing, is that, you know, in this world, people decide with their money, right?
Right.
So they're obviously not doing anything wrong according to the market, and that's the problem. So that the state that they're in today is not going to improve. Why would they need to improve? Everybody's buying the phones anyway. Apple takes the same approach. Why would they improve anything? The software
Yeah.
specifically. Why would they bother to change the software? Everybody's going to buy it anyway. So
you have to.
no, you don't. No, you don't. The industry doesn't move like that. It moves on
No,
hardware.
But I thought you said that if you don't upgrade, eventually, like, no more upgrades, and then your phone starts getting glitchy,
I don't know about glitchy, but
or like, you know, it's like if I still had like an iPhone 3.
oh yeah, it might work, but the
so
software would have
you
evolved.
To upgrade.
Yeah, but in terms of improvement, like just because you add a new feature doesn't mean you've improved anything. You just added a new feature. Any bozo can add a new feature. You can. Doesn't mean that you have to go see it through with
you
polish.
just know too much, and that's what's hurting you.
Yep.
Because I think about it, I'm like, it's gotta be better because it's newer. It just has to be, and that's what I think. It's gotta be better because it just came out. It's newer, kind of like a car. You know, like a new car, it always has upgrades and always has a little bit better features, and
But it's never the features; it's the implementation.
because
It's never the features; it's the
no, okay, like
implementation.
think about like remember when we had the Prius and it had that car adjusting the what's it called?
Oh yeah.
It adjusts to another car.
Mhm. It wasn't just a feature; it was implementation. It was smooth.
It worked.
It worked. It wasn't just a checkbox saying.
Oh, so you're saying like the phones have that, but it doesn't always work.
Or it works like garbage, or it's half-assed, or it's not polished, or it's not perfect. Apple used to be known for perfecting the pixels, and they have not done that. They may sell a new piece of hardware, but like the software is not. I mean, incrementally, I'm not going to say it's improved. It's changed, but change isn't always a good thing. And iOS needs to be rebooted, stem to stern. It needs to be rebooted. It needs to be redone, top to bottom. And I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. So
Well, that makes me sad.
I've kind of abandoned hope for Apple.
Well, that's really sad.
It is sad, Diana.
No, I get it because now it's just about money, right?
Tim Cook's a different. I'm not saying Steve Jobs wasn't about that.
But
Tim Cook's
it's
a
probably
wizard,
a little
right?
more.
supply chain management. He's perfected that. It's a different Apple. I've been saying that for years. Some people don't see it, but
Yeah. Big sports fan.
I got a freeze frame. Dang it.
He said I needed more mermaid tails, I think.
Oh, whatever.
You are right. I think it was big sports.
Hang on, not a freeze frame.
You are right. What phone does she have? I have no clue. It has a G on the back. And how do I know where does it say what kind of phone I have? Cause you know how like the iPhones used to say like 3GS on the back? Yeah, the Pixel. I think it's a Pixel. The Pixel 3? Pixel 3. But they're on Pixel 4 now? Or Pixel 5? 5. So I'm not too behind. But I am running out of storage, so I have to. I can't even take a picture anymore. It says.
Dang, you need. Okay, I know I'm in the middle of a freeze frame, but dude, you need to clear out.
I know. Junk files. Stop chewing. Yeah, you're supposed to be frozen. You can't chew. What an iPhone. Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought up the iPhone. I think now you're in a bad mood. But I wanted to know why it affected you so much. Like,
Thank you, Man Cave Hobbies. Because it's the reason it affected me so much is because it meant so much to me.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy. I don't know how to freeze frame. I'm trying. But then I'm running out of space. Well, if you want to take screenshots and upload those, thank you. You need to stop backing up your screenshots.
I know.
No, I'm telling you now because I'm not paying for your extra screenshots because it's gonna start counting against the quota.
We aren't paying.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when the bill comes in, like it's a family plan, people. So like,
No, I know. I'm deleting stuff.
No.
And I stopped taking screenshots.
Stop backing up the screenshots.
Okay.
Stop backing them up. I'm not saying don't take them. I'm saying stop backing them up because the days are over. It's over.
Yeah, I know. That's sad.
And hang on, go to your photos? Who the hell's that?
What do you mean?
No, I'm joking.
That's weird. Why are your photos coming? Oh yeah.
You must have it to auto sync. Oh my god, like these are like garbage photos I was testing.
So they're taking up space?
Not right now, but you need to turn that off. Okay, so go over here. Go over here. Account storage 6%. Backup complete. Wait a minute. Where's your settings here? Photo settings. Hang on. Backup and sync. Backing up original quality. Unlimited until. Oh, on this phone, you're unlimited until 2022. You're unlimited for another year on the Pixel.
So what do I do?
Nothing. You're fine as long as this Pixel. But the moment this stops working, you're screwed.
So how do I get my stuff on there so then I can?
It's already on there.
Again?
It's already on there. This is backing up original qualities unlimited until your backup settings. How come backing up from the Pixel? Wow. Okay, so you're good there. Unlimited data for backup. Wait. So you don't want that.
What?
No. That's your LTE. You don't want to use that. You want to use Wi-Fi. You're gonna blow through your plan. Okay, so that's fine. Free up device storage. Free up 14 gigs.
When he figures out he owes us a freeze.
Oh my god!
Nobody buy him out.
Do I have? I do.
Wait, what'd you do? What? You deleted stuff.
No. That's the stuff that's already locked up. I know what the hell I'm doing. Even read it. What does it say? What does it say?
Since this may take a little while.
Go ahead. Do you have files? Go ahead. Go to the Google Play Store. Google Play. Google.
Take this off?
No. Go to Google Play. Google Play. Google.
Google Play.
Yeah. Okay. Go for files.
Files.
I can't see the screen. Hang on. Someone made. I gotta keep my. I actually have to keep my eye on the screen. Yeah. Install it.
It is.
Open it. No, it's not.
Yeah, it says update.
Then you need it up there. I gotta keep. I can't see the screen when someone does something. Okay.
Posture check.
I can't. Wait, I'm frozen. Okay.
Okay, open. It is open. Oh yeah, I've been doing that.
No.
It says junk files, clean them.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Oh.
It Since Files by Google would like to clear some temporary files, this may result in an increased usage of battery or cellular data. What are temporary files? What does that mean? And Chris will never be bought out without this signed present. A sign? No sign?
Oh,
What'd they do?
I forgot to. I thought I turned it on.
Oh, the sign. That's funny.
Crispy69 just gifted 1 subs.
Oh, Keo Stress Bye. Yeah?
Thank you, Chris. Hang on, I gotta bust through.
crispy69 just resubscribed for 19 months. Woohoo, 19 months.
Thank you, Chris, for subscribing and gifting a sub. Okay, I'm back to Frozen.
You're so funny. Okay, deleted a bunch of stuff. It's gonna take some time. Woohoo!
Thank you, David. Sorry I screwed everything up with the freeze frames, man. Well, you know, last night, I think I deserved to screw up a few freeze frames after last night.
Why?
Last night it was like, boom, unfrozen, boom, unfrozen, boom, unfrozen, boom. Like, it was like, boom, relentless.
Like freeze unfreeze?
Yes, freeze, unfreeze.
That's funny. Oh,
Stop talking about phones, then we can unfreeze you.
Okay. Why is Frozen Chris blinking?
So what, did you clean off?
Yeah, it's doing it.
Well, the photos were a pretty chunk. Big chunk. I don't think the new Pixels have that option for backups. They stopped doing that.
Oh, yeah. That's true, Evelyn.
Yes, Chris, phones upset you, no, so no talking about it. Oh.
Oh, they're looking out for you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just
That's so sweet. It was my fault. I shouldn't have asked.
years ago.
I should have asked you in private.
Years ago, it was just a different story. It was like fun and...
In other news, tomorrow I am taking Jedi to a drive-through Easter egg hunt. Yeah, so you
Okay.
you drive through and
Do you like run? Do you like drive to the eggs, or
I don't know. It just said
do you run over people to get to the eggs, or?
you like crush the egg, get out, grab it,
Yeah, I don't get this.
run back in. Yeah, I don't know actually. Let me look. Let me see what the deets are.
You know,
Deets.
David, I don't have the gold that you have you make, but this gold is always stringing no matter what I do.
Wait, tomorrow's Thursday?
Yeah.
Why is it not saved?
What?
The Easter egg.
Yeah, it is. Let me show you my crappy phone. Oh yeah, you're right. It's not there.
Weird.
Okay. New event. That's Saturday. Did you change the date accidentally?
No. Let me check tomorrow.
Huh.
Weird.
Hardcore Easter egg hunt. Run over the people. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Just doesn't like. What are you doing? I gotta get the egg. Vroom, vroom.
It's gone. Oh, I need a girl tip, Diana. Hold on, Chris's head is in the way. How do you get your hair to be so shiny?
Egg whites.
You have gorgeous. Oh, thank you.
That was a total guess.
Actually, I don't really know. Oh, thank you, Bill. That means a lot. I feel like, since after having
Castor oil?
Jedi, my hair, like, got a lot,
Oily.
like, thinner. And, like, I haven't been able to cut it or trim it or anything. Usually I do, like, a little trim.
Bye,
when it
Chris.
starts getting dry. But no, I don't I just usually use whatever shampoo. I'm not too particular about it. I used to be.
They should have a drive-thru where you get to take swings in a pinata. It's a good idea. Take a, just stick it out the window and then like gun it. Mayonnaise, that's a good one.
Yeah, no,
Stringy
I wish
is a temp or humidity problem.
I wish I had more advice. But you know, when I first moved here to Washington, I don't know if you remember, it took time for my hair, like it would get frizzy, like it would get really frizzy. I guess because of the humidity. But it's adjusted now. It doesn't do that anymore. But I remember my hair was
Thank you, Chris, for hosting on Twitch.
it took some time to adjust. So maybe it's the humidity
I mean,
in the air.
David's even mentioning that humidity is a problem, but I'm telling it's just this filament. I seemingly am not having really good luck with the, and it could be partially my fault, but this filament has been impressive at times, but at other times I'm not as happy with it. Like the C3PO turned out well. This is a great 3PO. The rings turned out well. Awesome rings. Some filament makers dry their pellets differently, so sometimes other guys may have more or less stringing. Well, I can tell you, look. Oh, sorry, it's a little too close. But look, can you see the, on here? How close am I? Let me see. Let me flip over and show you. Like, can you see the stringing? I don't know if you can tell the level of detail, but there is definite stringing. What?
It's gone.
Gotta keep your pellets dry. What? Dude, I haven't, like...
Yeah, no. I can't even find it on my events.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about something else anymore.
Diana, I don't know if you remember, but long time ago, you have liked an Instagram pic of mine, and I almost fell off my chair. I was so happy. Really? Huh? Let me see. What you got your Instagram? Is it just Aveline French?
It's a problem before the end of the user gets to the spool. Before the end user gets to the spool. This is filament 1, and I don't know, man. That filament 1 order may be the last one. The build looks like a lost city. Yeah, kind of.
Aveline French.
I think you moved it to another day. Accidentally, the event? Yeah.
Oh, let me look. Yeah. Aveline. Is it Aveline Zandra? No, her Instagram.
That's her.
Oh, it is?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, let me check.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think this is my problem. Problems that I've run into have been because I've used models that weren't ready to be printed. Yellow Mellow Guy, C3PO turned out great. Here he is. Oh my. I was a printing place. These are pretty wild. Pretty cool. How do you think about it? This is just incredible. Okay, what?
It's here, but there's only one event. Weird.
What do you mean? It's there.
It says
The Fin Trojan looks like it's going to be amazing. I think so. It should be. as soon as it prints, the stringing I can mitigate. The brim is going to be fun to take off, but... Is that you?
No.
It is not. Oh, Trainin, do you have a mini on order too? Because it took for Hollywood. It took about a month. I'm very grateful that he hung with. I gotta see. Oh, Stretch. Thank you, Eugene. I'm stretched. Now I want to see what I want to see what 3D print was your first one. Oh, you did a whistle. Yes. Ooh, yeah. That came out really nice. Yes. One thing that I'm not going to print is that, because Jedi would use it. And that's the last thing I need. I definitely do not want that to happen. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I'm trying to print just the things that might be good to have, might be fun to have, but like if I'm going to print that, oh man, no way. What? Oh. Is it just me or Samsung's emoji absolute garbage? There's a suggestion on the horizon that an upcoming version of Android, if not the next one, will allow people to download and use different emoji sets, which is great. That's something that's been long overdue in operating systems. I wanted Apple to do that eons ago. But yeah, that would be... I need that, because the emoji on Samsung's... the Samsung systems... Yeah. I like Twitter. I like Twitter's emoji. I don't mind Windows 10's emoji. I don't mind Android's emoji. I like Apple's emoji. But, I don't know. Not much you can do. Oh, you got the purple ice. Yes. The 3D print brim makes it look like it's melting. It is! No, it's not. But it does kind of look like. How about a Death Star? Yellow Mellow Guy, I actually found a Death Star model that I'd like to do. I don't really, I guess I don't have a gray, though, which would be kind of fun, so I may have to go with an alt color. I've got an idea of what I want to do for the Death Star. Actually, I've seen a couple models that I'd like to try. Print an emoji? Well, they kind of have Star Wars emoji, right? I'd print those. The whistle you printed is Jesse Gunmetal Gray. Yeah, that looks about right, too. That looks solid. I like that color. I need to print a Linky AT-AT. Do they have one? Mark? If they do, I'd print it. I mean, like, I'm thinking, like, oh, yeah, gold. What can I do in gold? I'm like, oh, I gotta get some C-3PO stuff. These are fun little fidgety things. Oh my. Oh, eh. Looks like the whistle did turn out well. I'll live vicariously. I suppose, you know, if I had the general design, I might be able to pass something on to someone to craft up a print in place. A little over 2 hours. You posted our new product launch, Printed Solid Twitter. Alright. Checking out the Printed Solid Twitter account. Give me a second. Give me 1 minute. Oops. Uno momento. do this. Wait, what? Hang on. Hang on. So now you've got your own... Wait. Printed solid puppy printer. Hang on. This is today. Wait, hang on. Wait, a minute ago. So, hang on. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, midnight! And you're East Coast, buddy. All new puppy mill. Oh my god. I can't believe you went there. I cannot believe you went there. David. Calling it puppy mill. The whistle was printing great, and then he blew it. Bravo. Well, you know, since it is, it's AFD on that side of things. Let's see. What the fraggle? Oops, sorry. How do I... No, better not. How do I easily... I was looking for a way to easily do something so as not to break it, and I don't want to mess with it. Oh, here we go. All right, David, I'm reading your announcement. That's great. Thorpe can't find the printer. I'm listening to the announcement again, David. I know what Heath is spending his lottery ticket on. You show up late and you have no idea what's going on. Well, on the East Coast, this is celebrating the fact that the East Coast, it's April Fool's Day. That's right, this channel is now all Pokemon all the time. That's it. I'm switching to an iPhone. What? Yes. Oh, we have an emotes only chat? A backup? Yes. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, Donnie, you want to come in? You gonna say bye to everyone? For the day?
Yeah, baby. Bye, everyone. Bye. You should keep them on doing so cute. Have a good night. You too. Aw, you're so cute. What are we gonna read?
I don't know. I don't know who we're gonna write.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter. And
Easter's next week.
I got one more question before
Yes.
you everybody in the world are special to me. Oh, Luffy. And I'm sure you're special to them. Yeah. Who was that? Oh, let's her. I want to read her.
We don't know her, honey.
But
And she was paid to do that. It says promoted. Oh wait, hang on. Business is streaming, but he's BRBing.
BRB. Business.
Have we rated him recently?
That wasn't allowed. Business. Business.
There's
I hope I can see you.
who else is out there? No. Some guys stop skeletons from fighting. He's playing a retro game. Interesting. Drunk Kids Gaming. Art Man. Not really. 80s inspired soundtrack. There's nobody. Spaghetti Bolognese. She's cooking. Foodies, nerds, jokesters, explorers. Cooking, baking. Cook, game, create, make mistakes, learn something new. Hey Diana, what do you think about this one? What's this guy doing? This guy's doing like a leather worker. Oh, this girl, sorry. Fantastic Plastics. They're doing a DJ set. Zobocat. So far, I'm not seeing many people to do it with. Do it. Do it. Oh wait, I gotta turn off the emote chat now. Sorry about that. Guide the raid to... Let's see who this is. The real Danny P? Who's this? Another DJ? The real DJ Danny P. A lot of DJs on Twitch, boy, I tell you what. More than I thought there would be, that's for sure. True crime. Hey Diana, there's 2 true crimes at the top of IRL on Twitch. Yeah, look, true crime. Let's discuss serial murderers.
Do I know them?
No. And true crime BTK murders recap.
Oh.
And then the donut guy. He always gets people. And then...
Let's do some true crime. No, that's... No, I'm the only true crime info you get. Wait, that didn't make any sense.
No, it did not. Just chatting's always interesting.
Just chatting?
Yeah. There's like people building keyboards. That's a thing. I didn't even realize that could ever be a thing, but like it's a thing. People building keyboards. Spinning more yarn. That's incredible. The people tune in to watch people build keyboards. I've never even thought about doing that. Hang on, Lego Easter Bunny's Carrot House. We got a Lego streamer here. Interesting. He's got a green screen, but it's not on, and everything's out of focus. Oh, Yoko just went live. We maybe, well, although we just did her too. Jungle Man 44, I am printing a C-3PO figure that I put together, or will put together. Hang on. It'll be basically like this, only 3PO. Is that two? So it'll be like this, only C-3PO. Easier to put together too, because I won't have to deal with the cape. This cape was like very difficult. So it's almost like a Playmobil type of figurine. Did the Vader one. Although, the way I did the Vader, it wasn't, I didn't have to use a brim. Everything was done. How did I do that so well? I don't know. Well, we're going to try it with the brim first. We're going to see what happens with the brim. A custom keyboard would be cool to have. I don't know. I see, I guess, some value in it, but I guess I've been pretty well served by a lot of the keyboards. Off the shelf. I mean, if it works, it works. I was very grateful to get the slim black one. I don't know. I don't want to head out until we can find someone that'd be fun. Hey Joe, good to see ya. Thanks again for cheering the 50 bits. Did I look at the link posted in the 3D print help? I did not. On Discord? I did not. Might be fun to work into the builds. Oh yeah. Small magnets. Yeah, I mean, I have had magnetic items in the past. We just don't have a lot of magnetic surfaces, honestly. That's one of the bigger problems. Click on the 201s. People want mechanical keyboards and have preferences on which switches they want to use. I mean, I'd imagine. Just like people have, preferences on phones and 3D printers and filament. If it's a decision to be made, there you go. Oh, hey, no problem, Joe. Joe just got his filament in the mail. Don't know if David's still here. He's probably off on Twitter. So excited for his new product announcement. Oh, David. You... Ugh. Lyle forever, I will look. Cherry Switch? Oh my god, this guy's great. Therapy Gecko? Here's the problem. Like, he's got like 1,200 viewers. Like, we'd be a drop in the friggin' bucket. That's great. Everyone's got a shtick. So what do? I'm on Twitch and I'm a Therapy Gecko. I could do that. We could totally do family therapy. Here, I can do that with a therapy session. There we go. Alright, Jungle Man suggesting this person. Let me take a look. Singer, another singer guy. 80s decade requests only. Where's Loyal for that one? I haven't even seen Loyal tonight. I gotta have more cowbell. That one might not be too bad. Jedi putting lipstick on you was great therapy. Yeah, it was. Blue Cherry MX switches. Yeah, see, I don't know what that is. Raid Recon 108. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. I wonder what kind of... He's doing a Lego build right now. No one's really watching. Noise Brew. Oh, wow. I make Twitch-controlled robots, custom consoles, and controllers. Yeah, he might be fun. Alright, I'll give him a follow, because you never know. Alright, he's bookmarked now. For possibility. I tell you what, you know, at an hour and 47 minutes left to go, I do need to change the countdown, don't I? Hour 47 is 60, 107. Oops. $107. Oh, I need to undo the ad at the chat. Totally hanging out there, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the you know, I'm starting to see why people like more than one 3D printer, right? Because they could be printing like multiple things simultaneously. Totally get it. Totally get it. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if he meant this to happen with the brim, but that's my feeling. These guys are a trip. Social P Music, another dance party duo. Yeah, I didn't even realize, like, you know, so many things were a thing on Twitch, right? I mean, I knew there was wackiness, and I knew there was gaming, of course, but, like, there are definitely some people who are, shall we say, risque. They probably get all the views, too. But me? Nah, I just geek out. Hopefully certain weeks are better than others. I got, more, well, actually less done than I wanted to get done today. But I'm getting to the point where pretty much the device itself is largely set up, so I don't have to keep, like, tweaking it, messing with it. Yeah, business. He may be back from what he was doing. And go topless from time to time. I didn't think that was okay with the terms of terms, the terms of service, Yellow Mellow guy. I was kind of surprised. Check out this to print. Printed the 100% infill. Took 20 hours. Totally worth it. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah. Wow. Maybe with that a silvery kind of film. I already. But see, the thing is, I already have. I already have a couple of Beskar ingots. Oh, you're talking about me. Oh, that's right. Derp. Well, I'm a guy. I don't think that's against the terms of service. Jedi's singing some lyric, and I don't know where she gets this music from. She watches all these wacky shows. Yeah, what is up with that? At least I've learned how to better eliminate stringing. Because dang, dude. But this was printed pretty much without supports. Hang on. Apart from what came with the model. It does kind of look like a city, though, doesn't it? This is the way. It is the way. Welcome aboard. Ugh. Seriously, this is like a therapy session, man. Because if I wasn't talking to you, I'd be talking to myself. Or Diana. Diana, come and look at my thing. She doesn't care. She's sitting right in front of the awesome... Hey, Jedi. Come here. Who? Well, I guess it's ours. Star Wars
I think you should
Third
put a face on
Gathers.
it. Can I put a face on it?
Arabesh Dub Edition?
Dad, can I decorate this?
Uh,
Because we need their eyes and...
oh no, it's meant to be stylized that way. It's not made to have like extra decor. It's like a silhouette. Mommy, that's designed to look like that. FYI. Yeah, Jungle Man. It looks like there's spider webs all over it. According to David, this happens sometimes when the filament wasn't dry. This is before I would have gotten it. Yeah, and the bigger problem is I have other filament 1 filament to get to, so I'm running through it. I'm definitely getting through it. The best part is the pop off from the mat. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I don't know, the final product is awesome too. The final, the Twitch bits or what have you. I'm gonna relish the time that it's still working like a charm. Because there will come a time. It's like, wait a minute, what happened? Those legs are gonna get printed up and out. Oops. And that's 100% too. But like I said, I'm struggling to think of, and I must have. They must have all printed good with good adhesion. Maybe I didn't need to. It's a possibility that with this, I didn't need to use the brim. It depends on what kind of issues I might run into. I may reprint it without the brim because I was able to do the Darth Vader without that. I may just have to reorient the pieces. To a large degree. We'll see how it goes. We shall see. Wait, where's that? Oh, he's not streaming right now? That guy who made those circuits? This dude's repairing a Rolex. Wow, it's incredible. Yeah, we've rated a couple of these people recently. Workshop Wednesday. This guy's building like some kind of circuit thing. Keyboard building. That's just incredible to me. She's paper crafting animals. Oh, this guy is painting miniatures. That's pretty cool. I like the idea of going to a miniatures person. New Miniatures Day. Because that's kind of like... That's right up the alley, right? What do you think? Like a miniatures person? Like I'm looking at this. Oops. Something like that. Cause dang, dude, got skill. He's got skill. You learn something. I like the miniature stuff way more. What do you think? What do you think? Someone's making candles. It blows me away that this is a thing. Oh, hang on. This person's 3D printing something. Companion channel to Warder Kiju. So who's the Warder Kiju? Oh, not much. I was hypnotized looking at the print. I know, dude. It's the same in real life. You just sit there and you just stare at it. You're like, what? On Twitch, you found a guy making pizza and another guy dog walking. Yep, welcome to Twitch. That is the incredible diversity that is Twitch. But ultimately, you have a chance to, connect with other people, like-minded people. Not much more I can, like I said, we can turn this into a therapy session. You just gotta let me know what you, how you want to therapize. Because I've already gotten all my complaints off my chest. Well, most of them at least. Diana, this might need to be renuched. That was a freebie. I think mommy needs to renooch it. Careful. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Careful. Thank you. Thank you. It starts to get really dry and crunchy. Here. Jedi, just dump Nooch over the whole thing. Exactly, RC Maniac. He's in the wood. Who's in the wood? Wait a second. Okay. I was looking at one of the elements. I'm like, duh, that didn't look right at first. It should be okay. It's better than I thought it was. I'm like, wait a minute. I was worried that something was sagging or drooping. Yeah, we'll see how this goes with the brim, with the elements being placed the way they are. But I may have needed to re-optimize the placements of these elements. None of them are going to be perfect, of course, but I'm learning. Like, I just have to think before I export. That's the challenge. RC Maniac, thank you for hanging. I appreciate it. Really do. Appreciate seeing you again. Even if it's just these casual hangouts, because, that's fun. Tomorrow, I hope not to talk about phones. That's the goal. Looks like obstacle course from Legends of the Hidden Temple. Kinda doesn't. You never know. And granted, it's like up close, they're like substantially smaller. This is like a 250x zoom. Like the scale is about like that. So I'm zoomed in, right? I'm zoomed in so that y'all can get a slightly better view, right? Tomorrow, phone talk is banned. Oh, it's never going to end. Actually, I think I get my I'm so worried that when I get the OnePlus 8, OnePlus 9, not the Pro, and I don't know, it says order number, but I don't have, I don't have a, oh, there we go, track now. Shipment has been sent out. There's the tracking number. Scheduled delivery Thursday, tomorrow. What? Okay, it may be here tomorrow. So I may be talking about OnePlus again. Great. Oh, sorry, that AT-AT needs to move, doesn't it? You get over there. Oh, sorry. AT-AT has been moved. Oh, interesting. So it may be here tomorrow. And then what I'll do is I'll unbox it and boot it up probably on the stream, right? And say, here's what it is. Or I may unbox it and use it ahead of time and say, it's got the same problem. And then I'll be in even deeper hot water, I should say, if it doesn't have the same problem. Then I'm going to be vacillating between a phone that doesn't have amazing photo output, but potentially a better software experience by and large, and a questionable software experience with better photo output. And it's like, no, unbox it on the stream. Really? But I'm curious to know though. I'm anxious to know if the problem is specifically on the Pro or specifically on the 9 devices outright. Like, because if I do not see the issue on the 9, like, that may be it. So, I'm spending all this money. I'm like, I ain't gonna hold on to all this crap, dude. What happens if it has different issues and not the original issues you face with that phone? Well, that's the thing, is I already know it's going to have shortcomings. It's a device that will have shortcomings in one way, shape, or form. So, all right. So I think we're gonna raid that the miniatures dude. Who's this Fire Kitchen? Fire Kitchen? Fire. 24/7 outdoor cooking video. No one's watching the channel. They're just tuned in. I mean, no one's interacting. It's video. All right, so new miniatures day. New sculpture here. I like this guy. He seems like fun. Who's this guy, though? Oh, Felicia Day is on. Who's this? True crime. Great. Now the crap. I'm getting all these true crime recommendations. All right, we're gonna. Since I can't find a 3D printer printing right now, this is who we're going to. We're gonna raid this guy. Tomorrow I will be back at 6 p.m. Pacific, and with that, may very well have the OnePlus 9. And this one is more than likely, the 9 Pro is going back. But I want to do some side-by-sides between the 9 Pro and the 9 before I issue the RMA for either one of them. So, yeah. Either way, I'm gonna be doing that. Hey, baby. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oops. I just lost all my news. Then I'm going to watch Godzilla vs. Kong. We can talk about that tomorrow, too. It's going to be fun. So, yes, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support you've been giving. The raids, or the hype trains tonight were awesome. Hangout was fun. Thank you for dealing with my frazzledness. I hope at one point in the future I'll get through a day where I'm not frazzled. It'd be great. Can't wait for that day. Thank you, everyone, one and all. Here we go with this raid to Malleus. He's doing miniatures, which looks pretty cool. I like that idea. So thank you, one and all. Thank you for all the support, all the cheers, the sub gifts. Outstanding, absolutely outstanding. And of course, huge shout out to Yellow Mellow Guy for being the top cheerer today. Thank you. Aveline, as always, it is good to see you. And I'll make sure that Diana peeps your Instagram account again and say, yes, go and look. Take care. We're going to go raid this guy. Give him a follow and be kind. Well, give him a follow if you're interested. Be kind, of course. This is the Tusken Raid. I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the Force be with you always. See you back here tomorrow night, 6 p.m., and we'll be doing raffles and probably giving away points before the show actually starts, so you should always be there on time. Now for the Tusken Raid in 3, 2, 1.